Hello from the forge again. It's been a while since I made a video, but honestly that's because I got a vacation coming up in just a couple days and I've been busy trying to get things together for that, as well as in kind of a crutch to finish some orders, so I just haven't had time to make a video. But today we're going to try to make just a short one. I've actually got a big Allen wrench that my uncle gave me. I was going to make a knife out of that, but I'll wait till the next video to do that. Instead today we're just going to do something nice and simple. Going to make a little skinner. Got a piece of 3/16, I don't know, 6.5 inches long. Make a neat little skinner out of it. Let's get it hot, smack it a few times and see what happens. We're going to start out as always by drawing our steel out to a point, which will be the point of the blade. Just want a nice even taper. Dressing it for width and thickness. Got my taper pretty close to where I want it. Doesn't hurt to take an extra minute to get everything exactly the way you want it. And we'll go back for another heat. And I'm going to hammer in the transition between the heel of the blade and the handle. Actually, it'll be the back of the integral guard that I'm going to make. Okay, stop right there. I've already made some mistakes. I started my blade out and I made my preform for the blade too short. So we're going to change the knife. I said I was going to make a little skinner. We're going to make a littler skinner. Keep watching. I'm going to make some mistakes on purpose now just to see how we can straighten them out. Yes, I made this blade way too short, but that's okay. Still going to make a nice little skinner out of it. It's just going to be a little smaller than I had intended. So for the moment, we're just going to carry on. Working on what's going to be the blade and the integral guard. Now I'm just going to knock the blade down, and you can see I'm offsetting for that integral guard right there. It's not going to be much of a guard, but it'll be enough to keep your fingers away from the sharp edge. Just keep our taper the way it is, flatten the blade long ways, and start giving that handle a little more shape and definition. Yeah, that blade's too short, but we'll fix it. It's going to stretch. We'll get a rough shape on our handle. Dressing for the profile and dressing for thickness. And we'll get ready to cut that handle off. Just whip it off on the Hardy cutter. There we go. Oh no. The handle is just a little too short, about 1/4 inch too short. So we're going to have to fix that too. There's another mistake. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to dress this handle for the profile I want, or close to the profile I want, for our preform. And I'm going to use half-face blows over the edge of the anvil as a fuller to draw the blade out lengthwise. Now that I've fullered in the handle to make it stretch, now I'll go back with a smaller hammer. I'm going to planish out those fuller marks, and that's going to stretch that handle out just about to where I want it. So that's a mistake fixed. Make sure everything's good and straight. Now I'm going to use the smaller hammer and start working the bevel. Well, I bet anybody who's watched many of these videos knows what I just did wrong. For our other mistake, I should have put a reverse curve in the spine of that blade, curving it back towards the tip, but oh well, I didn't, and now I've got to fix it. So the good thing is I'm not forging this edge down terribly fine. Not at this point. I would do my fine shaping with a smaller hammer at a little bit of a lower heat. So the good thing is that edge is still thick. I've got plenty of meat. As you can see, I can go back and work on the anvil to refine the profile. If I'd forged that edge too thin at this point, it would just fold over on itself and make a mess. So when you're forging in your bevels, keep your edge reasonably thick until you get to the point where you're almost sure your profile's right. And that's actually pretty good. The old adage is, if fine an edge be yours to win, forge it thick, then grind it thin. Now that handle needs a little bit of a curve to it. Just add a little more contour, make it a little more comfortable in the hand. And we'll do that here over the edge of over the horn of the anvil. Just knock a little curve in. So that's not going to be a bad little blade. I'm going to punch my touch mark in it. Some of my viewers had asked about my touch mark. I don't touch mark all my blades, but I do some. And yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, got it done. There it is. I cleaned up the profile just a little bit on the grinder. Didn't really need much at all. It's already been normalized. I'm going to get it back hot, put it in the tempering or in the annealing tub and let it anneal. Do a little grind. Maybe put some antler slab handles or camel bone on there. It's going to make somebody a really nice little skinner. And somebody asked about my touch mark. There it is stamped in. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. God bless and have a great night.